This story really got me going. One more story to share with you today. Oh, it's too beautiful a day to just stick around the parking lot. I think we'll go down by the lake and make a video there today. Hello everyone, hope you're having a wonderful day. It is just amazingly nice out today. It's about 70 degrees with a cool breeze in the air. The sun is shining. Who would ever guess we're about to have another major hurricane in about 3 days? Huh? How do we get so lucky here in Florida? I guess just the blessings from above. Well, today is the day that we go over strange and odd news from around the world. Our first story today comes to us from Japan. Evidently, there is an ancient temple that is using a Terminator-style android with the wisdom of Buddha. That's right. They have made an android, has a silicone-based skin, has some of the best robotics ever invented for animated robotics, and it's been given the top-of-the-line AI. See, you knew it. I love AI, so the minute to say AI, I gotta check it out. Anyway, as you enter the temple, you're met by our Terminator-style android, and he preaches the wisdom of one of Buddha's deities, Canon, I believe it's pronounced, or I'm horribly pronouncing it, and you can correct me in the comments below. But the deity Canon was a very wise Buddhist, and he wrote many volumes of literature that are revered and studied today. So this particular temple thought it would be an awesome idea, and I agree 100%, that every time someone entered the temple, they should be met by a likeness of Canon who could impart some of his wisdom to the on-seeker of wisdom. And so they've invented Buddha Terminator. I like that. I give him that name, not them. He's an AI, looks 100% lifelike. We'll learn. That's the great thing about AI. Now, I wonder if we're headed towards Skynet. You know what I'm saying? We're giving the wisdom of Buddha to an AI and having it learn from that. So I wonder when it figures out that the problem with all this great knowledge is us, huh? And then we really have Terminator Buddha on our back. So wise and loving, but yet ruthless. Just think about that. Think about that, people. Think about that, monks. You're giving the guy the wisdom of Buddha. He's gonna figure out the flawed process in this is us. And then our days are numbered. But what do you think about that? Well, by the way, it cost the temple $1 million. I know, $1 million is not sounding like a lot of money anymore. Personal transportation is $300,000. You get cameras that are $150,000, $180,000. So I mean, $1 million on an AI Terminator robot with Buddha's wisdom, worth every penny, right? But absolutely terrifying. Let me know. Does it scare you? Do you find it encouraging? Are you as curious as I am? I definitely got to visit this place. Unfortunately, it's in China. Oh no, I'm wrong. It's in Japan. Let me take that back. I definitely got to visit this place. I'm a little skeptical about China currently, but I would definitely go to Japan. That's America East, really. But you like the Terminator story? I got some other good ones for you. Let's check them out. All right, next up, this story really got me going. Comes to us from Down Under. What's going on, Dave? Comes from us from our good friends in Australia. Evidently, in Queensland, Australia, a friend of ours is no longer with us. Man dies in wood chipper accident. Interesting, right? A bit gruesome, but definitely 100% interesting. So it appears that a 54-year-old man from Queensland, Australia, fell into the wood chipper he had rented that him and his two friends were using to clear his driveway. Now, the story didn't mention if any alcohol was involved, but I'm guessing if you fall into a wood chipper that you've rented, is definitely some kind of a level of intoxication that may be part of this story. Unfortunately, the news agencies that reported it decided to leave it out. But evidently our buddy had his friends come over. They rented a wood chipper from a local tool rental place. No one knew how to use it. So, you know, lack of knowledge, kill you every time. Literally, right? Killed this guy. No one knew how to use it. Everybody was screwing around. And no foul play is suspected, which I thought was interesting. I mean, how often does somebody accidentally fall into a wood chipper? Here in the US, that's never going to go that way. It's never going to be seen as an accident. You're going to go to court over that one. But bravo, Australia. I give you guys credit. You have more faith in your citizens than we do here in ours. Anyway, his comrades, his mates, were helping him clear this driveway. It's like, I'm not quite sure how your driveway has trees growing in the middle of it, but all right, I'm not from Australia. Maybe the story's a bit wrong, because the story seems a bit flaky. The information just doesn't match up with the incident. But evidently they were clearing the driveway when the two friends noticed their buddy was missing. Not quite sure how he fell in without making any noise, but that happened as well. Unfortunately, when they turned around, they saw the remains of their buddy, half sticking out of the wood chipper and the other half shredded through. They called the police, of course, and reported the incident. I mean, there's no saving anyone that falls into a wood chipper. So I doubt that emergency services were called. I mean, it's more of a cleanup scene than anything, but what do you think? Fall into a wood chipper? Sound like something that can happen accidentally? Or is it possible that maybe one of your two friends or both of your two friends are not quite the friends you thought they were? And you learned the hard way, huh? But let me know in those comments down below. Accident? Seems unusual to you? You're not even investigating it. So, bravo to Australia for trusting your citizens, but I know, man, just seems like a weird accident. Thinking I won't be renting any wood chipper around friends that I'm iffy with, you know what I mean? Look, any friends that are willing to come out and help clear a driveway of trees, you got a question, man. Just doesn't sound like the type of friend thing I would want to go through. I mean, I would for a few of yous out there, but not for many. Anyway, we have one more story. I think you're gonna find it just as interesting as this one. Let's see what that's all about. All right, friends, I have one more story to share with you today, as always. This one does come from China. See, you know, I knew I had to have China on the mind for some reason. I knew there was a story from China in the pile. I just got them out of order, right? China and Japan, man. Asia, what's going on with you guys? Stories are coming out of there wacky left and right. Anyway, this one, not gruesome like our last story, more almost funny in a way. Strange and unusual, definitely. So what's happened is there is a water park in China, in the Longjin area of China. I hope I'm saying that right. If not, my Chinese subscribers, please phonetically show me how to say that correctly. But for now, we're going with Longjin. Well, in Longjin, they have a phenomenal water park. And it being the summertime and the record temperatures because of global warming out of control, you can imagine something like a water park is very well used. Well, Unfortunately, at this water park, 44 people were injured. Now you may ask yourself, how? Was it on a slide? Did they go flying off a ride? What could possibly injure 44 people almost simultaneously? Any guesses? Have you figured it out? It is the most dangerous ride in every water park. If you think it's the 100-foot plunge that yours has, you would be mistaken. It's infamously known that the most dangerous ride at any water park is the wave pool. Rini can tell you, she loves them and she's terrified of them. She almost drowned twice as a child. And I saved her not too long ago, last time we were at one. She was getting a little overwhelmed, but evidently they had a malfunction. And the malfunction was the wave pool created a tsunami. Really? Traffic ain't bad enough? Now I gotta have air traffic too? Give me a break today. Anyway, a 10-foot wave was generated by the wave pool. I mean, I've been in some big ones, Action Park in New Jersey. Absolutely, people die there left and right. It's the most dangerous water park on the planet. But they've never created a 10-foot wave in their wave pool. So this 10-foot wave actually wound up turning into a giant tsunami, sweeping people out into the deepest end, crushing people up against the wall. Luckily, no drownings, no deaths. But unfortunately, 44 injured. But you see, the irony of the whole situation is the name of the wave pool. You see, this wave pool is called the Tsunami. Huh? You got what you paid for that time. It actually turned into one and carried people away. I guess the engineer that invented it knew it was possible, and that's where the name was born. But, like I said, luckily we're happy to see that only people were injured, not severely, no one drowned, no deaths. Unfortunately, it was some children, some adults, so, you know, shut the park down for about half the day. I'm happy to report park is open, back in business. The malfunction has been looked into and corrected. They promise it'll never happen again. So if you're from Longjin, don't despair. You can use the tsunami wave pool again. But what do you think? You terrified of the water? Rini absolutely will not go on a boat, a cruise ship, anything that's out in the open sea. She loves swimming, she loves the beach. She actually enjoys wave pools, but they terrify her. But I guess that's what makes it super exciting for her too, you know? If it scares you, it just makes it that much more interesting, right? But let me know. You terrified of the water? You anti-wave pool and boat? Do you like staying firmly planted on land? I'd be curious. Me? I love everything. Boat, car, plane, fly, jet ski, submarine, underwater, above the water, on land. I love it all. I love everything when it comes to traveling. So let me know in those sweet comments down below. As always, show some love to our sponsor and partner, Amazon. Use any of those links down below to make any kind of purchases, whether it's that item or not. Channel gets a nice little kickback. It's gonna help fund our travels that are coming up. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Couldn't do it without you. Y'all know how we do it. Comment. Definitely looking for your comments always. Read every single one of them every night. Like. Those thumbs up are, I don't know, almost orgasmic when I see them. Love ya. This is it. The end of another fantastic week. Unfortunately, I'm headed into some massive rain this weekend, so guess I'll be sitting around the house watching your content. Love ya. See everyone bright, early, and healthy on Monday.